kind of cold and snowy in most parts of the country these days, so I thought I would warm you up a bit. We're going to be using SpiceBot from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements right after the intro. Hey everybody, it's Glenn and welcome to the Luxury Shaving Hobbyist. Want to apologize for the angle of this video if it's off in any way. I'm at a friend's house in Florida and we had to jury rig a toilet paper camera stand, and this is the best I could do, so hopefully it's not too off-putting. Anyway, we're going to be using SpiceBot from Phoenix. Here is the splash. We'll be using the Astraeus brush from Phoenix. We're going to be using the Artifact razor. I would first like to thank Douglas and Fran for sending SpiceBot to my channel for review. Thank you guys very, very, very much. SpiceBot, if you have not guessed already, is an homage to Spice Bomb Extreme, built around an already bold, warm spice profile with more added depth and fragrance structure. Spice Bomb Extreme is made by Victor and Rolf, and take a look at the different scent profiles they have. I'd love to get my nose on each and every one of those. So SpiceBot begins with the bright notes of grapefruit and cracked black pepper, with pimento berries adding a sharp, spicy edge. The heart is aromatic and warming, blending lavender, oh I love lavender, and cumin, saffron, and layered spices for a truly masculine feel. The base of this accord is deep and smooth, anchored by tobacco and labdamen, with woody amber and a light touch of vanilla to round things out. The result is pretty epic, warm, grounded, and long-lasting without tipping into sweetness or excess. So take a look at this label, pretty cool, and I'm really glad that I got clarification as to what this is all about. I thought it was some alien robot kind of throwing up on a planet underneath, but I later found out that it's a spice shaker or a salt shaker. Take a look at the holes on the top of the head of that robot thing, and he's spitting out cubes. There must be magic cubes because he's going to try to put out the fire on that planet. How does Doug think about this stuff? So normally when I do a review, I will show you the pour, and it's usually untouched. But in this case, I was so captivated with SpiceBot that I've been using it. So here's the pour, gently used. Oh my goodness. So this is medium off of the container. I get creaminess, woodiness, sweetness. This is a marvelous, complex scent. But let me tell you something. The magic is really with the splash. So let me tell you something about this splash. Normally, splash EDP goes on, it smells one way, and there's a dry down and it changes a bit. So very true with this one, but what's different here, and it's never happened to me before, is put it on, get a beautiful burst of citrus, and wait for about 45 seconds, and the scent for me, totally disappeared. And I said, wait a second, how's that possible? How can this beautiful citrus scent just disappear? Douglas and Fran wouldn't do that to me. Well, I was right, because another minute into it, wow, did it hit. And I got that sweetness and that woodiness, and it was just deep and luscious. I even got honey, and honey is certainly not in the scent notes, but I got honey. I got kind of a barbershop type powder as well. Just a genius scent. And let me know when you guys use this splash, if you get the same thing where you get the scent initially, it disappears and comes back with a bang. So let's get some of this on the hand, because I need to smell this again. And I've been testing this for 2 days, 3 days. Can't get enough of it. And the same thing always happens. A lot of bright citrus in the beginning, little sweetness, and in about a minute, it's going to disappear. Just totally disappear. And then a minute later, come back as something new and wonderful. Brush for today is the Astraeus. It's a 22 millimeters, an homage to the vintage 1960s Made Right Lucite 116. Here it is, one of my favorite synthetic brushes from Phoenix. I love the black up here, the black in here, and the clear. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous brush, and it has a little more body to it than some of the other brushes from Phoenix. Here is the label on the bottom. Razor for today. Here it is, the Artifact razor. This is the razor that celebrated the 10th anniversary of Phoenix being in business. And when it was released, came in this beautiful blue travel box, and I'm traveling right now, so perfect. Let's take it apart. Beautiful butterscotch Bakelite handle. Just gorgeous. The plate is Bakelite as well, and notice the little swirls in here. No two of these razors look alike because of this base plate. And here is the brass topper, plated with gold. Gonna load it with a Merkur blade for the first use. And the first time, never used a Merkur blade before. So let's open this up. Double wrapped blade. Get it into the razor. And there we have it, the Artifact, ready to use. We're going to scoop out some CK6 goodness, get it into a bowl, and make a lather, and be right back. Think I'm good with this gorgeous lather. Let's get rid of the glasses, start the shave. Face is wet. I'm going to start with the Tube 2.0. Yeah, those new labels look awesome. Good job, Douglas. I have 1 day worth of growth. Here we go. Spice Bot. I keep trying to call it Space Bot instead of Spice Bot. Oh man, this is such a fantastic scent. Luxurious, deep, woody. A little floral, not much floral, just enough lavender to make me smile. Yep, little citrus, but I pick more of that up in the splash. I can't wait to get my nose on that EDP. Okay. Artifact Razor, Mercure Blade. So I'm in Florida and I missed all of the weather. We had this trip planned way before the storm hit. Actually, we had it booked for about 3 months ago, 4 months ago. And it's a week with my friend and a week on a cruise ship. So I missed all that weather. I actually had to change my flight to a day earlier coming down to Florida because our scheduled flight was the day of the storm. So flew out the day before. I would call this a very sophisticated scent. Sophisticated, masculine, and very complex. Gonna lather up for pass number 2. So how much do you love this hobby? Really incredible. Gonna add a bit more water. Oh yeah. So I didn't thank Huxley. Thank you, Huxley, as well. Pass number 2. really picking up the wood right now. And the tobacco, of course, is there. And as I said, the scent strength is still medium. I would love to see the strength on this moved up a bit, because I think the soap can take it, but still wonderful. Okay, we're going to lather up the pass number 3, and as usual, speed it up for you guys. Okay, calling it done. Very nice shave. That artifact razor is wonderful. Can a beginner use it? Yep. Can a more advanced shaver use it? Yep. And I think I like the Strangelet blade in it better than a Mercure. But in any event, a great shave. So, if you've watched my channel before, you know we don't waste any of that glorious lather that could be left in the brush. There are 3 reasons why we do this. The first one is it smells great, and you can enjoy that spice bot scent a little longer. 2, it's good for your face. And 3, if you've missed any areas at all, you can find them and fix them during this process. Nothing missed, let's rinse. Done. Clean up this mess a bit, all over my shirt. We're not using witch hazel today, straight to the splash. And believe me, folks, splash to die for, really is that good. Oh my goodness gracious. Excellent. Bright citrus. Sweetness from the florals from the woods. And I get honey and powder. Beautiful. Let's get the glasses, do a quick recap. Used Spice Spot from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Beautiful label. And this should be award-winning, this splash. Oh my goodness gracious. We use the tube with the old label. We use the Artifact razor with a Mercure blade, and I like the strange lip better. And let's clean off this Astraeus brush so you can see it a little better. And here it is, wet and sexy, the Astraeus brush from Phoenix. Thank you folks for joining me. Really appreciate it. You know I do. And stay warm. And greetings from sunny Florida. See you next time on the Luxury Shaving Hobbyist.